From the campus of Fort Hays State University, this is KFHS News. Your award-winning news begins now.
Welcome to KFHS News. I'm Chris Lonergan.
And I'm Eric Glimpse.
No, you weren't seeing things. Last week, men trotted around campus in high heels against domestic violence. Brandy Doggett with the story. All right, and about $70 was raised for the event, but more money is expected to be coming soon.
From hot pink pumps to strappy sandals, students participated in the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event last Thursday. Even with the expected blizzard, the turnout was admirable.
The walk was sponsored by IFC. There were 14 of us fraternity men on campus that decided to don a pair of high heels and start walking.
Participants included members from all 4 campus fraternities and anyone else who chose to join. Each walker donated $5 and other sponsorships were also donated.
The money we raised is going to Planned Parenthood, and we also had, it was put on for them as well as 1,100 torches.
Participants in last week's event walked approximately 1 mile. They started at the Union, walked across the quad to Jellison Bridge, then they walked by McMidas Hall to Manic Hall and continued back to the quad. They ended the evening with a meeting with Planned Parenthood. This is Brandy Doggett, KFHS News.
A cordial storm front hit FHSU this past Saturday. The 41st Annual Hays High Plains Barbecue Show was held in Beach Schmidt Auditorium on Saturday. This year's show featured performances by Hays High Plains Barbershop Society, local quartets Prairie Timber, Good Times, as well as the Fort Hays State Men's Glee Club. Headlining the show was 2008 International Quartet finalist Stormfront. Also on the show was Cordial Celebration, who has been together since 1976. Next year's show has been scheduled for April 10th and will be held in Beach Schmidt Auditorium. So, do you have any vocal ability, Chris?
I used to sing in high school, Eric, but I haven't sang in a really long time. What about you?
We'll be right back.
With sports next.
Are you tired of the imitation stations that don't know what you like? If you're ready for a change, then it's time you tune into KFHS Radio. At KFHS Radio, we play a variety of music for the students, by the students. If you're being let down by the boring stations that don't get you, check out KFHS Radio at kfhs.net.
1 gallon of oil, an average oil change, can contaminate 1 million gallons of water, which is a year's supply for 50 people. Oil can contain heavy metals like lead, which can cause severe nervous system damage or even death. By recycling oil, Americans contribute 380 million gallons toward powering manufacturing facilities, reclamation and reuse of motor oil, or even providing power for your home. There are over 30,000 oil recycling facilities nationwide, and many near you, so do your part and recycle your oil every oil change.
KFHS Sports.
Good evening, I'm Travis Reese. FHSU baseball is hosting Washburn for a doubleheader that was moved to Hays due to weather. We'll pick up game 1 in the top of the third as FHSU pitcher Eric Gilliland strikes out Vincent Vieira to end the inning. Moving ahead now to inning number 4 as FHSU's Kyle Stacken bombs a homer to deep center to push the lead to 7-0. Still in the 4th inning now as Dusty Washburn grounds to third, but a fielding error by Wes Joyce allows Washburn to get to first and Greg Beaker to score to give the Tigers a 9-0 lead. In game number 2, there was a scary moment in the 4th inning as FHSU's pitcher Matt Augustine takes a comebacker off his leg. Augustine was okay and stayed in the game. FHSU is still playing Washburn in game number 2, and the score is 9-5 in the top of the 8th inning. FHSU softball traveled to Southwest Baptist yesterday for a doubleheader. Lady Tigers split with the Bearcats, winning Game 1 4-0 and losing Game 2 0-1. Lady Tigers are currently at Central Missouri for a doubleheader as well. FHSU track and field hosted the Alex Francis Classic this past weekend. Both men's and women's teams came in first. The women's team scored 276 points and did it on the back of Darcy Smith, who won the 100-meter dash, the long jump, and the triple jump. The men's team scored 260.5 points, led by Brian Haynes, who won the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. Next action for the Tigers will be April 4th at Pittsburgh, where they will face Pitt State and Central Missouri for a triangular. So really, the Tigers track team doing a nice job there, winning their home meet, and just completely dominating everybody at that meet.
And Hayes is still real quick in that 200. I mean, he didn't qualify for nationals at the meet. He didn't make finals, but still made All-American in that 60.
Yeah, and he's looking to maybe go back again this year in the outdoor portion of this track. So hopefully he can do good again in the outdoor season.
Well, good luck to them.
And we'll be back after this.
Sportsmanship. Fairness in following the rules of the game while having a positive attitude and a striving spirit, along with grace in losing. Showing off, roughhousing, or even trash talking are all traits of bad sportsmanship and can lead to trouble.
In your face!
Whether you're at home or on the field. When you have a bad attitude, it can bring others down. But with encouragement,
Oh, good try!
it leads to a fun-filled atmosphere. Good sportsmanship reflects on who you are.
Good sportsmanship is playing the game the way it was intended to be played, with dignity and respect for everyone involved. Sportsmanship is part of who you are.
So, Travis, you guys sounded pretty good in your little barbershop quartet that you put on this weekend.
Well, thank you. It was a lot of fun. And, Eric, I must say, you need to come and practice with us sometimes. You have a very great voice.
All right. Thank you very much. There you go.
Stay tuned for Around Town after this.
What is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is defined as the action of unwelcome sexual advances, the request or allusion to sexual favors, as well as any verbal or physical action of a sexual nature. Sexual harassment is really no laughing matter. You can lose your job or even face prosecution. Be smart and keep things polite in the workplace. Your coworkers will thank you for it.